pizza.
Is it 5 o'clock?
Somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock. Call the City Council meeting for Monday, the 19th to order. Would everyone please rise, and we'll have Ellie lead us in the national anthem. I mean the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk Treasurer will now call the roll.
Here.
Here.
Here. Here. Here. Here. Here.
Record will indicate that all members are present. We need action on the minutes of December 5th, 2011.
Your Honor, I move the minutes be approved as presented.
Second.
Motion made and properly seconded. Any discussion? Call for the question.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Minutes are approved on a vote of 7-0 under comments of the mayor. Tonight, this council will vote on for a second time on Ordinance 2011-41 to appropriate money for the wireless initiative. I sincerely hope it passes for many reasons. I know that this is something that every community in rural Indiana needs. If the money is allocated, it affords the opportunity for Logansport to partner with the hospital, school corporation, LMU, the county, and perhaps some private businesses to increase wireless capacity and productivity. Councilman Mayer has worked tirelessly putting this project together, and I trust his figures. I believe he has worked out every scenario to cover the cost of this project and the return on investment. I have no concerns about Brandon's work. I do have a concern, however, because the council-elect has indicated that they will vote to rescind the ordinance if it is passed without doing their homework. They will vote to rescind this ordinance and not have talked to any other communities that have used this vendor, or even the vendor himself, about the potential that this project offers. I sincerely hope this is not a preview of things to come. Serving on the council means doing your homework, and that means doing more than just showing up to a meeting once a month. Petitions or comments of citizens.
Respectfully, yes, Your Honor, for the last time this year.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Do you feel the love, Mr. Berkshire?
I feel the affection. Michael Berkshire, 528 Bay Street, Logansport, Indiana. I want to address my council person, Mr. Mayor, right there. Terry, there's a deck of cards. Keep yourself busy.
What's wild? Deuce is wild?
Deuce is wild. Brandon, we had a slight conversation the other day, and I want some clarification. You're the one that's done the research on the wireless ordinance that's being voted on this evening. This is my nice little net book, in case you don't know what it is. The way I understand this, if this ordinance goes through, the city adopts it, the mayor signs it, it's put into place, I can take my little wireless netbook anywhere in Logansport and access the net for roughly $30 a month.
That's correct.
Correct?
Yep.
I can get on the home shopping network where I saw for $19.99 a Magic Jack, plug it into the side of my little netbook, and it will give me a telephone line that I can plug a phone into and call virtually anywhere in the United States or the world, wirelessly, through this little device. I can take advantage of the after Christmas sales on big screen TVs, which I understand is coming, hook this netbook to my new big screen TV, and download movies and watch TV. Correct?
That's correct.
Wirelessly. I won't have to subscribe to Comcast and be subject to their price raises when they want, or when the cable goes out, call them and say, we'll have a cable guy there sometime between 8 and 6 the second Tuesday of next week. I won't have to have a phone line in the house from Frontier and pay double the cost. I can get all that for 30, maybe 40 or 50 bucks a month. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Like the mayor said, you've been working on this for almost a year. You've done your research. You presented your findings to the Council Finance Committee. They found nothing in error against it.
That's correct.
The city will be able to pay for this.
That's correct.
If we back this and enough citizens subscribe to it, the city may make money on it.
Very good chance, yes.
What's the downside? Okay.
The downside,
Okay, Charlie.
$850,000, which was voted down in '05. I sat here on this council and watched the city. We don't have enough money to pay 6 firemen their due vacation. I saw a trash thing enacted upon people. We didn't have money. We got to make people pay for trash.
Mm-hmm.
I think $850,000 is a lot of money to jump into at the last moment.
But my understanding, this isn't the last moment.
We didn't?
This has been working in the works for a year. And as for the last moment thing, I'd like to address that. As you know, I come to, how many of these council meetings do I miss? And every year, every December, you have 2 meetings. And the second meeting, somebody on the council comes rushing in.
Mike, I'm not against wireless.
I know.
I'm against the city going alone in the business of wireless. What about Logansport High School? What about some businesses jumping in? I think it needs to be researched a little further before we vote on this.
I thought they had been researched with the high school.
I don't know nothing about
Haven't you
that.
been approached?
I have been approached from the high school recently, yeah.
Okay. I think it's a win-win situation.
I
And it-
personally think we missed the boat 6 years ago.
Yeah,
If we'd have enacted it on 6 years ago, it had already been making money, and we'd had, and probably would have more money in our budgets to pay 6 firemen's holiday pay or.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Vacation.
Let me speak. That's something we missed out. It seems like we're always afraid to make this town go forward. We always want to stay the same and let everybody else go around us. Well, we had our chance 6 years ago. Brandon's worked tirelessly for a year to get the bugs worked out of it now. And now we're still, seems like we're fighting progress.
and and Walton has it, the way I understand it. And the reason it's gonna get voted down is for politics. Let's face it, there's no other reason than that, it's politics. I took this thing, as a matter of fact, and sat in the parking garage overlooking Independence Hall in Philadelphia and checked my email, because that city has wireless networks. Why can't we? It's something that will help Logansport grow. It will help the citizens of Logansport. It will save them money. They can drop certain other entities that they don't need anymore and save them money. Money. Okay, I've got my answers. I don't see a downside to it.
Just to be clear, we're voting to appropriate the money, not spend the money tonight. That's an executive decision that would be carried by the mayor.
That's exactly
Whether he wants
correct.
to bid it or sign it, that's just his discretion, not the council.
Gentlemen, those of you who will not be here next month, enjoy your retirement. I most wholeheartedly invite any and every one of you who so desire to join me on the back bench.
Here,
Thanks,
here's the
Mike.
cards. I don't play with cards.
I'll get them
in
later.
China.
I'll get them. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mike.
Any other comments from the citizens? Reports of committees, boards, and commissions.
Your Honor, I need to make an amendment to the agenda. I'd move to add resolution 2011-43, ordinance 2011-42, and ordinance 2011-43.
Second.
We have a motion made and properly seconded. Could you repeat those numbers? Resolution what?
Resolution 1143, ordinance 1142, ordinance 1143.
Okay. We have a motion made and call for the question.
Yes.
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 Motion carries, with a vote of 7-0. We'll move on to old business, Councilman Liddell.
Resolution 2011-40, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Logansport, Indiana, authorizing the expenditure of rainy day funds to pay municipal election expenses. Your Honor, I call for a vote. Resolution 2011-40.
Second.
Motion made and properly seconded.
Your Honor, I need to make an amendment. We took this particular resolution under advisement at our last meeting. Got a bill from the county for the municipal election, $64,169. We had only budgeted $44,000. I took it back to the clerk's office. They did something. They refigured it. So I need to make an amendment from $64,169.31. Correct that to $49,713.
Amendment. Second.
Second.
You want to do the,
Well,
want to do the
yeah,
balance
we
at
did,
the same
yeah,
time?
Yep. In the fourth whereas, replace $64,169.31 with $49,713, and replace the shortfall of $20,169.31 with $5,713, and also in section 1, replace $20,169.31 with $5,713.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
A motion made and properly seconded. Any other discussion? Call for a question on the amendment.
Yes.
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 Resolution 2011-40 is amended. We'll now vote on the resolution as amended.
Yes.
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 Resolution 2011-40 passes on a vote of 7-0 after the amendment. Council President Ashcraft, please.
Ordinance 2011-38, an ordinance approving seeded funds to Federal Mobile for use for training their employees. Your Honor, I call for a vote on ordinance 2011-38.
Second.
Motion made and properly seconded. Any discussion?
Call for question.
Yes.
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 Ordinance 2011-38 passes on second reading on a vote of 7-0. Councilman Crowell.
Ordinance 2011-39, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Logansport, Indiana, approving a loan of seeded funds to the Houston Park Development Project. Your Honor, I call for a vote. Second reading, ordinance 2011-39.
Second.
Any discussion? Call for the question.
Yes.
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 Ordinance 2011-39 passed on a vote of 7-0. Councilman Worthington.
Ordinance 1140, an ordinance approving amendments to the Dykeman Park Golfers Handbook. Why would you pick me for that, I wonder?
I don't know.
Your Honor, I call for a vote on ordinance 1140.
Second.
I have a motion made and properly seconded. Any discussion? Call for the question.
Yes.
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 Ordinance 2011-40 passes on a vote of 7-0. Councilman Hood.
Ordinance 2011-41, ordinance approving funds for the use of a wireless service agreement. Your Honor, I call for a vote on ordinance 2011-41.
Second.
A motion made and properly seconded. Discussion. Call for the question.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
No.
Ordinance 2011-41 passes on a vote of 5-2.